Hey everyone, it's Ivan at KitBadger.com here with my buddy Trent. And we're out here today. He has his rifle and we're gonna do a couple things. One, we're gonna determine if his rifle is overgassed or undergassed. And two, should it be one of those two things, we're gonna try and figure out how to fix it. As far as a metric for this, we're gonna be using my buddy Trent's rifle. 16-inch barrel, mid-length gas system, just a low profile DSG arms, gas block, nothing crazy, nothing special. Got some 155 grain American Eagle I think we're putting through it. So we're gonna determine if this is overgassed or undergassed. We're gonna be using the clock method. What I mean by that is if I'm aiming downrange 12 o'clock, my brass is deflecting anywhere from like 1 to about 245, weapon's overgassed. Anywhere from about 3 to 4, kind of that sweet spot with respect to both reliability as well as a soft recoil impulse. Anywhere past 4, heading towards 6 o'clock, we have issues with it being undergassed. So right now we're gonna see if this is overgassed, undergassed, maybe it's already good to go. Trent's gonna go ahead and put 3 rounds downrange. Again, this right here is gonna be our 12 o'clock and we're gonna see where that brass goes. All right, right there, all 3 pieces of brass went out at right around 130. I've now determined this rifle is most certainly overgassed. Quick note on it being overgassed, which it is. Ultimately, we're creating extra wear and tear on the parts. It's slamming back and forth in there, the bolt carrier group. And in addition to that, it's kind of increasing the recoil impulse. So we need to slow the bolt carrier group down. A couple different ways. One, you have a turnkey solution like a adjustable gas block, such as Superlative Arms, in which case you throw it on there, you tune it, you're done. But this has a non-adjustable, just low profile gas block. So we need to slow the carrier. How are we gonna do that? A couple different ways. One, we can increase the buffer weight, which is going to, again, slow that whole thing. And two, we can use a stronger buffer spring. So this right here is a Wolf high power buffer spring. And just like when we make corrections, trying to get a rifle zeroed, gonna make bold corrections. So we're gonna go ahead and throw both of these in initially and see where we're at. Now that we have the heavy buffer as well as that Wolf extra power buffer spring, we're gonna go ahead and break 3 shots and see where that brass is deflecting. Beautiful. Coming out, if anything, just slightly behind 3 o'clock, we're tuned. By replacing those 2 components, heavier buffer as well as that extra power buffer spring, we've slowed the bolt carrier, getting to that happy spot. Reliability, less wear and tear, as well as a softer recoil impulse. So if you have just a regular fixed gas block, not something adjustable, this is kind of what you're gonna need to go to. Heavier buffers and or heavier spring to get that tuned for an overgassed rifle. If your rifle's undergassed, coming out anywhere from, again, 4 o'clock back, you're pretty much screwed. Just kidding, you can fix that too, but you need to approach it differently. What you're trying to do at that point is get the carrier to move faster. Do that a couple different ways, one of which is using a skeletonized bolt carrier group, so it's gonna be lighter so it can move quicker. Other little tweaks like that if you actually have that issue. Ultimately though, this is how you're gonna basically tune your rifle if it's overgassed and you don't have an adjustable gas block. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. And Trent, thanks for coming out. Appreciate your help out here today, even though it's really cold and nasty. But as always, thanks for joining us at KitBadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.
In the city, there's 1,000 things I want to say to you. Wherever